Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Live Highlight in the Magic City on the Highlight Channel. I'm Stu Nyman. As always, I am joined by Andrew Bluckman, and together we will cover every point played today for Pelota this Thursday. All Mutual's wagering is now open on today's 8-game performance. Each of today's 8 games offer Win, Play, Show, Quinella, Exacta, and Trifecta wagering. We have one daily double that begins in game 1. Play the daily double, correctly pick the winners of games 1 and 2. 2, count them, 2 pick 3s. An early pick 3 and a late pick 3. Early game 3. Games 2, 3, and 4, late pick 3. Games 6, 7, and 8. We also have the high-paying High Five jackpot, most popular wager here at Magic City. Jackpot wager, correctly pick the winners of games 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. If you do so correctly. Have the only ticket that does so, you'll cash in on the High Five for today. Online wagering is available at watchandwager.com, or if you're in the state of Connecticut, mywinners.com. Placing a bet not necessary in order for you to enjoy today's action. We do have one scratch in today's performance, ladies and gentlemen. One scratch in today's performance. Jedden is scratched in the 3 games he was scheduled to play today. Eventually, these words will start coming out clear. Jedden is scratched in all his scheduled appearances today. That starts in game 1. Game 1, post 8. Scratch Jedden in the front court, replace Jedden with Lalu. Game 1, post 8. Scratch Jedden, replace Jedden with Lalu. Game 2, post 4. Scratch Jedden, replace Jedden with Gallo. Game 2, post 4. Scratch Jedden, replace Jedden with Gallo. Game 3, post 3, scratch Jedden, replace Jedden with Lalu. Game 3, post 3, scratch Jedden, replace Jedden with Lalu. So in games 1 and 3, you're going to scratch Jedden and replace Jedden with Lalu. In game 2, you're going to scratch Jedden, replace Jedden with Gallo. There are no other scratches or changes in today's program. With all that in mind, make your wagers as early as possible within scheduled post times. Sit back and relax. Post time for game 1, now just 8 minutes away. Andrew, greetings. How are you?
Greetings, Stu. Doing well on this Thursday. A great day for some highlight action. Full day beginning with Pelota in just about 7 minutes. And then Battle Court tonight. Fireballs and Warriors. Always fun when we have these full days of highlight action. Say hello to Steve and Michael early on, and then we will toss it to video pretty quickly here. This video we play before the first game of all performances. We'll explain the scoring format, which today, as every day, is spectacular 7 scoring. Spectacular 7 scoring.
Spectacular 7 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 7 points wins the game.
And we are back here 5 minutes from the start of our first game. A reminder of the scratch here in game number 1. Post 8, scratch Jedden. Replace him with Lalu. The 8 team now Lalu and Unda.
Andrew, how are you?
I'm doing well today.
Are you?
I said excited. We got a full day of highlight. Battle court last night. I got a little carried away. I apologize. You know, some overreactions, but.
Oh, how you basically after the first, what was it?
8 points into the match.
8 points in the match. You said the Renegades were out of the
5.
playoffs. Period. That's it. They're done. Finished forever. It's like
What's
this is why
funnier,
I love sports people.
You know, what's even funnier is they're 2-0. They ain't even lost this year. It was the first match of the day. What would make a guy say something like that?
Sports fanaticism that is now being applied to an unusual sport.
It was logical, but then when I went back and thought about it more and more, like all day, I was like, God, that was a crazy overreaction. Like I listened to talk shows like after the NFL weekend, and it's the same stuff. Overreaction Monday. Yeah, that was I apologize.
I remember it's like part of the difference is obviously that these guys play so many games. I mean, we don't talk about Pelota in Battle Court,
right?
Because we've been forbidden to by the powers that be. They said never mention it or you're fired. I mean, they wrote it in red. Like you got a red posting.
Yeah,
yesterday.
I got some red ink.
So that's laying down. When we start Battle Court, you need to pick that up. So it draws your attention. So we get these notices written in red, caps all bold, in a large font, and anything above 10 is like a large font for Scott. And it's under no circumstances do we talk about. It's like this is Fight Club, so we don't talk about Fight Club during Battle Court. But the truth of the matter is that you can see quite a bit about how a player is doing by paying attention to these games. Yeah. How they walk into the building, how they're in the back, if they're isolating, if they're icing something or heating something, and they just play so many games between Pelota and Battle Court. There's just a lot of games. Back when they were playing 6 days a week.
Oh, yeah.
A player could have a month-long slump and still win a championship. So hearing people rule them out, or they come in, they see him and say, that guy sucks. It's like when Joey was injured, it would be Joey's just come back from surgery. This guy Joey,
this guy?
What is this? What is this? Or Hasis, after one of those, this guy can't play singles. My God.
Say if you turn on a baseball game any given day and watch the best player in the world, they could strike out 3 times, and it's very similar to highlight. You watch.
That's interesting.
That's why they're most comparable, because the best baseball players, if you bat 300, which is 3 out of 10, that's pretty good. And you've said before that when you were looking at in the money, it was 30%, right?
Yes.
That was the cutoff
in the old days.
So, and now in baseball, you hit like 285 here in All-Star, but
10% wins, 3%, 10, 100, 300. 0.100, 0.300. Anyone who is below those numbers on the long list of 40 or so Mendoza line, I believe they called it.
Yeah. And similar to baseball, too, here in highlight, you're used to lose. I mean, you lose 70, 60% of the time, 70% of the time, even for some good players. I mean, what other sport do you hear that?
Yeah. Yeah, we try not to tell them that when they first start playing highlight. And then we see how they do. And then you see that face about 5, 6 years in, or in this case, 8 years in. Like they start coming to the building all neatly dressed and, ready to go all perky. And then by year 5, flip-flop shirt hanging out, 3 days of beard growth.
Hat.
It's like, how I got to another one. Steve M., thank you very much on behalf of management. Yes, they've been doing a fantastic job. Great effort. Michael Dupuis. Jerry, hi. Noel, good afternoon. A minute to go before we start our first game.
And Steve also noted there, 25 states where battle court can, and that, you know, doesn't even include the states where you can't wager. It's over 50% of the states now, for sure. Final reminder of the scratch post 8. Jedin is out. Lalu will substitute in the front court. Let's begin game number 1.
We are ready to begin our first game. It is a spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 doubles match rather. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Up first and serving, red shirts of post 1. We have Benatrix and Flores receiving in the blue of post 2. CRB and Ben. Benatrix serves. Our first game is underway. Point 2. White shirts of post 3. Now receiving, Ikeda and Tennessee. Backhand by Tennessee, hard to the inside. Ben with a tip ball at the 12 line. Point 3. Green shirts of post 4 now receiving. Juice is in the front court with Cabrera in the back. Low runner to the inside, scooped up by Tennessee. Big backhand, that clears the overhead screen. Robote for Juice. Ikeda takes it on the forehand. Robote left side. Ikeda takes it on the bounce. Powerful throw. Cabrera's there. Backhand. Cabrera from the 11 line. Big backhand by Ikeda. Robote coming out. Robote forehand to the inside. Ikeda's there. Backhand to the outside. Landed out. It's not a negotiation with the judge. He either sees it or don't. Just get ready to catch the next one. Point 4. Black shirts at post 5. Julian and El Barber receive. Julian picks the serve. Here's the backhand. Robote to the inside. El Barba's there. El Barba from the 10. Robote. Forehand by Julian. Ball tipped in the backcourt. Point 4. Yellow shirts of post 6 are now receiving. Cool Fitness in the front court with Manny in the back. Here's a backhand by Manny. Robote by Cool Fitness to the inside. Cabrera's there. Cool Fitness, nice grab on the left side to the feet of Cabrera. Cabrera goes to the floor. That does not clear the overhead screen. Point 6. Pink shirts of post 7 now receiving. Arta and Gallo. Powerful forehand by Gallo. Rebote coming out. Rebote saved by Cool Fitness. Well played. Here's Gallo at the 9. 2-all. Scooped and missed. .6. Here now to complete the first round and receive. Purple shirts of post 8 in the front court. Substituting for Jedden is Lalu. Receiving in backcourt, Unda. Backhand by Unda. Not coming out. That's what Manny would have done. .8. We've completed the first round of play. Matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return, red at post 1, Benetrix and Flores. Here's the catch by Benetrix. Rebote coming out. Backhand by Benetrix. There's a backhand by Unda. Rebote forehand. Benetrix is there. Backhand from the 8 to the inside. Unda. Off the wall, he pulls it. There's the backhand. Too much, .8. 8 with 3 points. Here's post 2, CRB and Ben. Ben on the backhand. True. Rebote forehand. Escapes. .8. Straight points to a possible game point for the purple shirts post 8. Lalu and Unda trying to stop them. Ikeda and Tennessee. There's the backhand by Tennessee. Unda lets it pass. Here's Lalu. Ball tipped. Point in a perfect game. Post 8. Lalu and Unda. They win it 4 serves to 6. This is a playoff for second and third place. Rebote forehand right up the middle. Caught by Cool Fitness. Oh. .6. 6 places, 4 shows. Unofficial order finish, 8-6-4. Your price will be up in a moment. Results from game 1 are official. Coming in first, post 8. Substituting? That's kind of funny. Substituting for Jedden was Lalu. Lalu and Unda, post 8. They win it in straight points. Coming in second, post 6. Cool Fitness and Manny. Third place, post 4. Juice and Cabrera, 8-6-4. The official order finished for game 1. There are your prices. $2 Quinella, 6-8, $79.80. Trifecta, 8-6-4 to start the day off, $304.95. $2 on 8 to win, $11. First half of the Daily Double, the number 8. Up next, game 2, it is a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. There's 1 scratch. Game 2, post 4. Take out Jedden, replace Jedden with Gallo. Game 2, post 4. Take out Jedden, replace Jedden with Gallo. Game 2 closes out the Daily Double, but does begin the early pick 3. Post time. Now, 5 minutes away. Good luck.
And folks, with 4 minutes to go till we begin game number 2, take a look at this video that explains in simpler terms how highlight is played.
The main rule of highlight is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then, in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in highlight. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a highlight player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
Just doing,
And
a
we're
little
back
bit,
here.
just doing a little therapy here in the...
Well,
So we should point out, Michelle, always with great intent in the chat, Andrew prefers Andrew or occasionally Drew.
well, Michelle, don't worry. It's not anything bad.
No,
but if
he
you
was,
have a preference.
He was back here cursing just a minute ago. I mean, he was like really cursing. Up a
My
storm.
mom was adamant about it growing up. She didn't want Andy. She said if you call him anything, you can call him Drew, but his name is Andrew. You know, just
Or you can call him by his given name. Matthew Eves, recognizing Benetrix. That's right, Benetrix, Echeberry, and Unda. A number of players. It's like what happens is, you know, Dania, our friends up to the north, Dania Highlight, they have their season in December, January, February, right about the time we're closed. And I go up there and look around and talk to people. And occasionally some people are interested in pursuing Magic City. Benetrix was very interested in coming. Unda flat out asked Scott for a job. I mean, he just asked Scott, period. I want to play at Magic City. I mean, that's how that conversation
it just
went.
adds to the war of Unda. You know, just
He's
you love
awesome.
the guy. Yeah.
No, he's awesome because my first response to it was I hadn't been up there yet. And Scott basically calls me and he says, "What do you know about this player Unda?" I said, "What's an Unda?" He said, "There's a player Unda, Dania." And he just asked me about playing at Magic City. I said, "Front or back?" He said, "Back." I said, well, "I'll make some inquiries," which is how that works. Most of the time, I'll reach out to a player like, you know, Ruti I reached out to, Lalu reached out to us. Echeberry was interested after he played World Supercourt. A number of the, you know, when Dania went from year-round to what they have now, a number of those guys reached out and have come through here. Olveron, Hernandez, of course, Lopez. That was a fun. That was a funny. Was a funny conversation. That wasn't with Lopez. That was with a mutual friend. He said, "There's someone who's interested in coming to Magic City." I said, "Really? Who?" He says, "You'll be surprised." I said, "Okay, who?" "Lopez." I said, "Lopez who?" I said, "Lopez." Lopez.
The Lopez. Huh?
Lopez, the backcourt. I said, "You're kidding." Then, of course, I started a chat with him, and sure enough, he came for Battle Court. And we learned
In
a couple
World
things from that.
Supercourt?
We learned that we have to have the Battle Court stuff going pretty much every week. You need to be playing and incorporate as much into Pelota as possible. We're ready to begin game 2. It is a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving, red shirt, post 1, cool fitness. Receiving, blue, post 2, with his shirt tucked in and everything. Love to see it. Juice. Not a good look. There's the serve. We begin. Wow. Wow. Sorry, Cool. Juice has apparently been working on that because he just cut everybody up in the building. Point 2. Receiving. Wide of post 3, Barba. Barba on the backhand. That clip lands in, point 3. Yes. Green shirt to post 4, Gallo receives. Ball missed to the inside, point 3. Black shirt to post 5. Ben receives. Here's a catch by Ben. Clip and score. Point 5. Yellow shirt at post 6. Ikeda receives. Robote hooked, point 6. Pink shirt at post 7, CRB received. Inside placement scores for CRB, point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive, purple shirt at post 8, Tennessee. Underserve, point 8. We've completed the first round of play. Matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return, the red at post 1, Cool Fitness. Richard Populus, no, Carballo is not playing this year, but he's never far away. Never far away from our hearts or the program. Forehand by Tennessee to the inside. Cool Fitness, great catch at the 11 line. Tennessee midcourt. Oh my, what a catch. Oh my, what a throw. The catch was much better than the throw. I'm not sure what Tennessee threw, but it worked. Anyway, point goes to the 8. Juice receives. This is a great. Point 8. Possible game point for the purple shirt at post 8. Tennessee trying to stop him. Gallo. We saw that the other day. Gallo from the forehand. Drop shot. Tennessee takes off. 2 bounces ruled, though it was close. Point 4. Play continues. 4 on the board with 2 points. Here's post 3, El Barba. Underserved, point 3. 3 with 4 points. Here's post 5, Ben. Here's the backhand by Ben. Ben will keep this on the forehand. Karam. Stopped by El Barba. That's a great read and a hard forehand. Tough to return. And it scores. Well done by El Barba. Point 3. Possible game point for the 3-post. El Barba trying to stop him. Ikeda. Ikeda passes from the forehand. Rebote by El Barba, hook to the outside. Ikeda's out there. Point 6, play continues. 6 with 3 points, serving to post 7. The pink shirt returns, CRB. Rebote forehand. Catch by CRB. 2-all by CRB. Opens. Ikeda reads it. Stops it. Hard forehand. Caught by CRB. Dropped by CRB. Point 6. 5 points for post 6. Ikeda. Possible game point. Trying to stop him. Cool Fitness. Big backhand clears the overhead screen. Ikeda on the rebote. 2-all. Stopped by Cool Fitness. Hard to the inside and crossing. Rebote save. Cool Fitness, great catch. Forehand to the inside. Cool Fitness again, low and hard. Ikeda saves the rebote. It falls just short, point 1. Play continues. 1 on the board with 2 points, serving to post 2, Juice. Rebote left side. Juice is there. Point 2. Two with 3 points. Returning with possible game point, the purple shirt at post 8, Tennessee. Underserved, pointing game, post 8, Tennessee. No playoff here. 3 places, 6 shows. Unofficial order finish, 8-3-6. Your prices will be up in a moment. Results from Game 2 are official. Coming in first, post 8, Tennessee. Taking second, post 3, El Barba. Coming in third, post 6, Ikeda. 8-3-6, the official order finished for our second game. There are your prices. Daily double, 8-8. $88 even. Wow, lots of 8s. All right. $1 Quinella, 3-8, $96.70. Trifecta, 8-3-6, $368.20. But look at that win price on 8 to win. 8 to win, returning $45.80. Up next, game number 3. A spectacular 7 singles match, doubles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. There's a scratch. Game 3, post 3. Scratch Jedden, replace Jedden with Lalu. Game 3, post 3 in the front court. Scratch Jedden, replace Jedden with Lalu. Game 3 also begins the high 5 for today. To play the high 5, correctly pick the winners of games 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. It's a pick 5 wager. Have the only ticket that does have the winning combination, you'll cash in on $2,000. Post time for game 3 in the high 5 is now 7 minutes away. Good luck. Out to the rebote. El Barba's there. Rebote forehand by El Barba. Jed moves in. Outside placement will score. Powerful forehand. Rebote. Scoop. Here's the backhand. There's the backhand by Kubala. Tennessee is there. Scoop by Bueno. Karen by Bueno is in. Backhand by Bragley. Placement to the inside by Arta will score. Bueno midcourt on the left side. Hard throw. Robote coming out. Splitter. Caught there by Bueno. Caballo passes on the scoop. Goes for the rebote. He makes the save. Ikeda. What a catch and what a costado. Back. What a catch by Baragli on the back wall. Ben reaches up, backhand from the 11 line. Ben makes the catch. He's winding up. Splitter. Scoop by Baragli. Ikeda at the 10 line. That's a great catch. Ben's there. Robote forehand. Ben advances, takes it in the air, 2-all, lands in and scores. Great save by Kubala from the backcourt. Kubala, Robote save just above the pad. Ikeda's there. Ikeda to the outside. Scoop by CRB. Here's the backhand. Robote for Elbarba. To the inside, Benny's there. Elbarba for the Robote. Drop shot, Robote by Elbarba.
And folks, that top 10 best plays from the early doubles games. First part of our 2025 season will take us about 2 minutes from the start of game number 3.
I actually remember that forehand drop shot from Elbarba on the Robote. It was just so well executed. And of course, Andrew picked up on it over the summer. And
there was some debate. I had it a little lower, and then I said, you know what? That could be the top shot.
That is a great shot.
It's a good one. It's unique.
Barba's got skills. He just picked the game up late. I mean, that's really the main issue with Elbarba. He just picked it up late. Jatna, good to see you in the conversation.
Hello.
Jatna always contributing something positive. Prefers to lurk. Prefers to lurk where we're concerned. And on Tiger's board, man, he has a. I won't say that he comes out quite as sharp as I do, but one, he's both very positive, very thoughtful. That's what I appreciate. It's not just people go, oh, dumb. You know, I can't stand that crap. It's like, this is just stupid because I say it's stupid. Which occasionally, you read that on Facebook, not real ball, not real glass. It's like, well, so when you see a highlight player catching the ball, throwing the ball, backhand, forehand, costado, all that other stuff, so that's still highlight, right? We stopped having those conversations a long time ago, but Jatna definitely has some very thoughtful commentary. Matthew Eves planning a trip. Wife's side-eye, huh?
So if it wasn't for the side-eye, it could be cheap.
What is that? Explain it to me.
It's a look you don't want to get. If you're getting the side-eye, Stu.
Oh,
from
is
the
that
wife, it could get expensive. I think that's maybe what Matthew Eves is
like when I
referring.
gaze over to the highlight players when they're on the bench not doing what they're supposed to be doing?
And then they look at you and they say, shh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. I love that. That's my favorite. Time to begin game number 3. It is a spectacular 7 doubles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Up first and serving, the red shirt at post 1, Juice and Cabrera. Receiving, the blue at post 2, Julian and Elbarba. I agree, 1 more point. Juice serves, we begin. Excellent catch by Juice. Julian's there. Backhand. Forehand rebote to the outside. Lands outside of play. Point 2. White shirts opposed 3 receiving. Lalu and Unda. Rebote forehand just missed. Point 3. Green shirts opposed 4 entering the court. Cool Fitness and Manny. Fine catch by Lalu. There's the backhand. Rebote. Rebote forehand by Cool Fitness. Hard throw. Unda's there at the 11 line. Ball tipped in the backcourt. Point 3. Black shirts post 5 receiving. CRB and Ben. Rebote left side. Caught by CRB. Winds up. Split placement. Scores. Point 5. Yellow shirts post 6 receiving. That's Arta and Gallo. Powerful forehand by Gallo. Ben, backhand from the 12. Arta's there. Catch by CRB. Philo by CRB. Aggressive play up there in the front court. Point 5. Ben called him off and everything. He still went for it. He just flat out said, Ben, mind your own business. Pink shirts post 7 receive. Benetrix and Flores. Rebote forehand by Benetrix. Passes. Ball dropping. Saved by Ben. Benetrix at the 9 line. There's the backhand. CRB hooked it. Point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirts post 8. Ikeda and Tennessee. Here's the backhand by Tennessee. Benetrix from the 9 line. Rebote to the inside. Tennessee is there. Tennessee from the 11 line. Big backhand. Right up the middle. Backhand by Tennessee from the 10 line. Well thrown. Flores takes it in the air. Ikeda back to the 11. On the forehand. Backhand by Ikeda from the 9. Here's Benetrix also from the 9. Tennessee. Wow. Benetrix on the catch. Powerful throw. Oh, what a catch again by Tennessee. There's the backhand. Oh, my. Dangerous, but scored. 0.7. That was dangerous. Here's post one. Juice and Cabrera. Point one. Blue at post two, Julian and Albarba receive. Point one. One with 4 points, serving to the four posts. Cool Fitness and Manny receive. There's a backhand by Manning, wall to wall. 0.4. White shirts opposed three. Lalu and Unda receive. Unda on the catch, backhand powerfully thrown wall to wall. Rebote by Cool Fitness. Manny on the catch. Great catch at the 12 line. He comes over the top. Lalu cuts it off. Hard from the Costalo and tipped in the backcourt. 0.3. 3 with 4 points. Here's post 6. Arta and Gallo. Rebote left side by Lalu. Cut off by Arta. Arta shoots 2-all. In and scoring. 0.6. Black shirts post 5 return. CRB and Ben. Here's the backhand by Ben. Interference ruled. The point will be replayed. Guys got to be able to see the ball in order to catch it. It's really simple. Get out of the way. Here's a backhand by Ben, powerfully thrown wall to wall. Ball tipped in the backcourt, 0.6. 4 points for the 6 team, purple shirts post 8, Ikeda and Tennessee. There's a backhand by Tennessee. Catch by Gallo. Rebote. Forehand. That did not clear the overhead screen. 0.8. 8 with 2 points, serving to post 7, the pink shirts, Benetrix and Flores. Here's a backhand by Flores, powerfully thrown. Ben on the backhand. Robote just above the pad and inside and scoring, point 7. 4 points for the 7 team. Receiving blue post 2, Julian and El Barba. Benetrix from the 8. Robote for Julian. 2-all by Julian. Stopped by Benetrix. Benetrix from the forehand. Scooped up by Julian. Beautiful catch. Benetrix on the backhand. Give me that. Elbarba, fine catch deep in the backcourt. Hard backhand. Benetrix at the side wall. Scoop by Benetrix. Julian back at the 10. Backhand to the inside. Robote left side by Benetrix. Karam opens. That is saved by Benetrix. The diving save. Julian has it up there at the 6. Low and hard. Benetrix takes it in the air. El Barba keeps the play going. Backhand from the 12. Catch by Flores. Julian again. Backhand. Outside placement, stopped but not held on to. Hard played point by both teams. Point goes to the 2. Julian is serving to the red shirts of post 1, Juice and Cabrera. Over serve, point 1. Possible game point for the red shirts, post 1, Juice and Cabrera trying to stop them. Cool Fitness and Manny. Here's a backhand by Manny. Oh, little clip. Perfect placement by Manny, scores point 4. Four points. Here's post 3. Lalu and Unda. Got a checkbook. Can afford to write the check. Exactly. Here's the backhand. Forehand Robote beautifully played by Cool. Just like I've ever seen. Manny takes it on the bounce to the 13. Unda. Backhand from the 9. Low bullet. Scoop by Manny. Point 3. Possible game point, white shirts of post 3, Lalu and Unda trying to stop them. CRB and Ben. There's a backhand by Ben. Unda, powerfully from the left side, and Ben is there. Ball tipped in the backcourt, point 5. No Ben. Yellow shirts, post 6, Arta. And Gallo. Then for the Robote to the inside. Gallo, good catch. Backhand from the 12. Robote saved by Ben. Point 6. Possible game point. Yellow shirts of post 6. Arta and Gallo trying to stop them. Ikeda and Tennessee. Tennessee gets in there to make the catch on the left side. Backhand. Gallo's there. Backhand from the 13 line. Rotate forehand by Ikeda. Cut off by Arta. Arta to the inside. Caught by Tennessee. Dropped by Tennessee. Point in game, post 6. Arta and Gallo. 6 wins it. 1 serves to 3. This is a playoff for 2nd and 3rd place. Unda on the carom, opens wide and scores. 3 places, 1 shows. Unofficial order finish, 6-3-1. Your price will be up in a moment. Results from Game 3 are official. Coming in first, post 6. Arta and Gallo taking second, post 3. Lalu and Unda coming in third, post 1. Chuse and Cabrera. First number for the high 5, the number 6. There are your prices. $2 Quinello, 3-6, $16.20. The trifecta 6-3-1, 204.20. $2 wager on 6 to win, $10.20. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is our 4th game. It is a spectacular 7 singles match, played to 7 points. Points doubling after the first round of play. There are no scratches on, or rather in, Game 4. Post time. Now just about 6 minutes away. Good luck. So, saw a lot of recommendations, comments in the chat, all dealing with pelota, as well as the length of the court, as we move on. So there may be some variation in the length of the court, probably not enough for anyone other than the players to notice. Won't be getting smaller. Will not be getting smaller. But affixing that back wall in just the perfect location with the right ball is what is most important. As for pelota and quinellas, don't know that you're going to see those when we first start in February. We will start in February at the new location, and I believe we'll be starting with battle court only. So as far as a 14-game performance, I mean, those days are, in my mind, those days are long gone. Without some type of radical change, I mean, yeah, if the marketplace all of a sudden decided that that's what it wanted.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, of course we would meet the demand. Absolutely. I mean, but we haven't been talking about a resurrection of Pari-mutuel highlight. I think we did in the beginning. I mean, 2018, different marketing, different type of players, different type of, and then reteach the Pari-mutuel aspect of it. But that was not so much a non-starter, just wasn't really any place in the market for it. Battle court, something entirely different. If the court is longer, the ceiling would have to be a little higher. By a little. Again, these are things that I don't think that you guys would notice. As far as the camera angle, yeah, we can't shoot from the middle of the front wall, but there could be front wall angles. Of course, all the back walls in play, the sides in play.
Do you think that this is the best camera, like from the corner, or do you think that a shot like in the middle of the back wall would be better?
No, we had in the middle of the back wall when we first started, and we had the middle of the front wall and the middle of the back wall.
I didn't think it was particularly good, right?
No, it was different, but it wasn't the center. The center didn't work. This one for this, this one is excellent. Like for showing, who do we show? It was Unda. How they make the catch on the backhand, how they completely turn and face, how players completely turn and face the back wall. That's an excellent view, but it's not an excellent view for everything. The multi-angle shot does work. And so the fact that the front camera, both front cameras, they're all, well, I guess that would be center left if you're facing the court, but from our vantage point, they're off to the right, where they've traditionally been, are good. Maybe one angle that goes up the side wall. That one they have in Europe actually embedded in the pad, which is something that we may look at. But again, I have nothing to do with that part of the business. The longer the session, the less time you have because of light. Yeah, no, we get it. We get it 100%. That's why we have Pelota and Battle Court. Have a couple different options. One at 1:30 in the afternoon, one at 5. And hope that you're able to take advantage of at least one of them, if not both. But a 14 game with this, my goodness, what do we have? We had 2 superfectas, 13 games in the matinee, 14 games at night. No, we had 4 superfectas. Games 4.
2 a performance? Yeah.
4, well, not us. This was at Miami in the old days. You had, I'm sorry, the old days, the 90s. You had superfecta. Game 4 was a superfecta. Game 8 was a superfecta. Game 10 was a superfecta. I think you had at least 3 superfectas, 3 or 4 superfectas.
Per performance?
Per performance.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. No, we begin at 12 noon and sometimes finish at 6 would be like a late finish, with an hour to go before the evening performance. Grab a quick something to eat and then start the evening performance. There's a lot of highlights, 6 days a week.
7 p.m. start for the
7
evening?
p.m. start, yep. 12 p.m. for the matinee. And then gradually as things progressed, Dania was more of a night track. People were more comfortable going there at night, and matinees at Miami were better attended.
We've got game number 4 beginning right now.
You're forgiven. Time to begin game 4. It is a spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points. Points will double after the first round. Play up first and serving. In the red shirt at post 1 is Julian. Receiving in the blue post. Post? That's post 2. Blue post 2 is Manny. Ball tipped. Point 1. White shirt at post 3. Hyro receives. Outside placement lands in and scores point 1. Green shirt at post 4. Gonaga receives. Backhand by Gonaga. Julian on the catch. Forehand. Karam. Beautifully played by Julian. Gonaga stops it. Karam by Gonaga on the return scores. Point 4. Black shirt at post 5. Archer receives. Here's a backhand by Arta. Robote coming out. Robote left side to the inside. Scoop by Arta. Cosado 2-all by Arta. Perfectly executed and scoring, 0.5. Yellow shirt at post 6. Benny receives. Here's a backhand by Benny. Wall to wall. Arta comes out. He will not make the save. 0.6. Pink post 7. Here's number 36, Etcheberry. Robote, left side. 2-all by Etcheberry scores, 0.7.
When you sew balls or you sew gloves.
Ho for serve, 0.8. We've completed the first round play. Post 2 receives. Manny. Manny on the catch. Here's the backhand. Powerfully thrown. Robote, that rebound off the back wall, played by Lalu. Robote left side. Hard to the outside. Manny's there. Manny on the carom. That scores, 0.2. White shirt of post 3. Hyro returns. Robote forehand by Manny.
Back to the 7 Licciardi combination. It's like
Scoop by Manny. Here's the backhand from the 11 line. Robote, forehand. Caught by Manny. Robote forehand, saved by Manny. Well played. Scoop by Manny. Here's the forehand. It's a carom that opens and scores. Wow. That's the senior division of our roster, too. 0.2. Drew with 4 points. Here's post 1. Julian.
Mucho Hyro.
Robote to the inside. 0.2. 2 with 6 points. Here's the green shirt of post 4. Goanaga. Robote forehand by Manny. Goenaga down low, winding up. Coasty inside. Robote forehand, Karam. Goenaga gets to it. Right side. Will score. Point 4. Play continues. For 3 points, here's post 5. The black shirt receives. Arta.
Friday nights. Of course, all this is 100% subject to change.
Robote left side. Big bounce. Will score. Point 4. 4 with 5 points. Here's post 6. Benny. Possible game point for Goenaga.
There's license considerations, though. If you don't play them, the licenses go dark. So, licenses.
Ball tip. Point in game. Post 4. Goenaga.
They need to be used. That's why they do the two-man sham, and the Orlando highlight had dates this year. Yeah, so we need to do something.
Results from Game 4 are official. Coming in first, post 4. Goenaga taking second, post 2. Manny he had a great game. Third, post 1. Julian 4-2-1. The official order finished for Game 4. Prices. Early pick 3, 864, 2 of 3 numbers, returning 64.60. Cello wagered on 4 to win, $13.80. Cello Quinello 2-4, $22. Trifecta 4-2-1, $277.20. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, Game 5, the first of our 2 feature doubles games. Game 5 played 2 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. No scratches in Game 5, 6, 7, or 8. Post time for our 5th game. Now just 7 minutes away. Good luck. Powerful backhand by Manu. Benny sends it deep. Robote coming out. Outside placement of the forehand. Robote perfectly executed. Backhand by Nicholas, the low runner to the inside. What a scoop by Ben. Busheri, 2-all. That scores. Alex on the forehand. Outside placement will score. Well thrown. Line. Robote by Gauchetti. Inaki cuts it off. Costi inside. Scoop by Ben. That's beautifully played. Powerful forehand by Julin. Rebote, saved by Goanaga. Douglas attacks. Costello 2-all perfectly executed and scoring. Malu powerfully from the left side. Aratz on the backhand. Beautiful scoop by Aratz. Rotate forehand. Urrutia from the 7 to the outside. Scooped up by Iturbide. Beautifully caught the drop shot. Scores on the second bounce. Sherry on the rebote. Nicholas chooses the rebote. Little clip to the outside it goes, but Sherry's calling for it. Makes the rebote for the big bounce. What a grab by Nicholas. A blind backhand. What a catch down low by Manu. Outside placement by Manu is stopped on the forehand of Iturbide. Manu runs up, makes the catch, flips it up. It's in play. Nice save by Urrutia. Manu's there. Backhand by Manu. What a catch by Lalu. Manu on the catch. Backhand. Blasted to the inside. Oh my goodness. What a catch by Urrutia.
And folks, top 10 plays from the late double season, first part of 2025, right here at Magic City Highlight. You'll see the late doubles games beginning right now with this 5th game. Game 5, as is the rest of the performance, be scratch-free. Let's look at the standings here early on in the late doubles. 2 wins for 3 teams, and that's all that we have. So 2 for Urrutia Cabrera, Goanaga Nicholas, and Jairo and Manu. So just 3 of the 10 teams so far on board with a win. We'll see if we'll add a new one up next.
We're ready to begin game 5. It is a spectacular 7 doubles match. Played at 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Up first and serving. Red shirts post 1. Goanaga Nicholas receiving in the blue post 2. Inaki and Unda. There's the serve. We begin. Here's a catch and return by Unda.
And the father and uncle inherited Dunbar business. The father had Dunbar Armored Car in Connecticut. And the brother went off and created like all around. Casey's father died.
Here's the catch and return by Nicholas.
He and his mother and sister had 1% of Dunbar Armored Car. The uncle always wanted the name. So he made Casey a significant offer at the time, in the mid-90s. And Casey came in as the vice president. And the same problems that the uncle had with the father, Casey.
Here's the catch by Unda. Backhand from the 11 line.
Casey, being my age, chose quality of life over money. Completely, no major problems. Came to Sarasota, bought half of a glass company, like a home glass company. Became successful doing that.
Powerful forehand by Nicholas for a bote. Left side by Iñaki. Nicholas is there.
Having the conversation with him, that's what I asked him. He said, "You have no idea." He said, I'm not, and Casey's a little rough. He says, I'm not the easiest person to get along with. But they're tricky. It's amazing. People and money.
Nicholas on the backhand from the 11 line. Robote by Iñaki to the inside. Nicholas is there. Well played point by both teams. Point one. Receiving the white shirts, post 3, Jairo and Manu. Here's the backhand by Manu. Nicholas is there. Manu from the 12 line to the inside. Nicholas from the backcourt. Robote, left side. Beautiful catch by Manu off the side wall, deep in the backcourt. Ball tipped, point 3. Green shirts, post 4 receiving. Iturbide in the front court with Gallo in the back. Forehand by Gallo. Stopped by Manu on the bounce. Robote forehand. Manu on the catch. Right side from the 12 line. Rotate forehand to the inside. Gallows there. Drop ball, point 3. Black shirts at post 5, Urrutia and Cabrera. Backhand by Cabrera to the inside. High rows there. Rotate forehand by Urrutia. Beautifully thrown. Well caught by Manu. Rotate dropping. Saved by Urrutia. Manu on the bounce at the 13. Rotate left side. Beautiful catch by Manu in the corner. Cabrera now from the 11. Low and hard from Manu. Tipped in the backcourt. Point 3. 3 or 3 points. Here's post 6. Alex and Julian. Manu from the 12 line to the inside. Julian's there. Manu again, backhand from the 12 line to the back wall. Alex on the rebote. Rebote saved by Alex. Jairo backs up to the 9 line to make the play. Hard throw from the forehand. Passes. Rebote left side by Alex. Juggling on the catch of Julian, point 3. 3 with 4 points. Here's post 7. Echeberry and Benny. Backhand by Benny. Manu is there. Benny again. It's time from the left side. Manu on the catch. Echeberry, rebote inside. Manu from the 10. Benny will take this on the forehand. Right side, straight back, passing Jairo. Stopped by Manu at the back wall. Here's the backhand by Jairo. Rebote forehand, took off. Hit the overhead screen, point 3. Three with 5 points. Here now to complete the first round and receive. Purple shirts, post 8. Benetrix and Douglas. Hyro on the backhand from the 8 line. Here's Douglas. Powerful backhand is tipped in the corner. That's point 8. We've completed the first round of play. Matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return, the blue of post 2, Iñaki and Unda. Sketch by Benetrix. Hard throw on the return, scooped up by Unda. Douglas is there. Great catch. Hard backhand. Iñaki's there. Backhand from the 9 line. Unda, forehand. Big right side by Unda. Rebote save by Douglas. Douglas takes this in the air. Hard backhand follows and scores. Point 8. 3 points for the 8 team. Receiving post 1. Gonaga and Nicholas. Backhand by Benetrix. Here is Nicholas. Douglas is there. Backhand from the 11 line. What a catch by Gonaga. Gonaga on the forehand. Douglas calls for it, makes the catch. Backhand comes powerfully, low and hard. Dropping, saved by Nicholas. Backhand by Douglas, hard to the inside it goes. Nicholas is there. Douglas takes it on the bounce. Backhand follows to the inside. Nicholas is there again. Rebote comes right up the middle. Gonaga to the inside. Catch down low by Douglas. Big backhand follows. Rebote forehand save. Gonaga makes the catch, winds up. Drop shot to the inside. Douglas takes off. Got there before the second bounce, but could not get the ball to the front wall. Point 1, well played by all 4 players. One with 3 points serving to post 4. Itripide and Gallo. Backhand by Gallo to the inside. Itripide at the side wall. That lands in and scores, point 4. Black shirts, post 5, Urrutia and Cabrera. Rebote left side. Urrutia cuts it off. 2-all opens and scores, point 5. Five team with 2 points. Yellow shirts, post 6. Alex and Julian receive. Cabrera from the forehand. Alex takes it. Backhand low and hard. Urrutia down low at the 9 line. Big backhand. Point 5. 5 with 4 points. Here's post 7. The pink shirts return. Echeverry and Benny. Backhand by Benny. Cabrera's there. Difficult catch up high made by Cabrera. Rebote left side. High bounce. Benny saves it on the forehand. Urrutia from the costado to the inside. Up the wall. It scores. 0.5. The game is locked. 5 has 6, 3 has 5. Urrutia and Cabrera serve 2. Jairo and Manu for the game. It's backhand by Manu. Costado clips. Caught on the forehand of Manu. Manu over the top. Taken on the forehand of Urrutia. Soft touch to the inside. Will score. Point and game to post 5, Urrutia and Cabrera. 3 places, 8 serves to 1. This is for 3rd place. Difficult catch by Douglas overhead on the left side. Rebote for Goanaga. Scoop by Douglas. Powerful, powerful backhand. He rifles this. Oh. Ball tipped the side wall. 8 shows. Unofficial order finish 5-3-8. Your prices will be up in a moment.
Results of Game 5 are now official. Post 5, Urrutia Cabrera get the win. Post 3, Jairo and Manu take 2nd. Post 8, Benetrix and Douglas come in 3rd. So we're on those prices here from our 5th game. There they are. The Quinella 3-5 returns 70-40. Trifecta 5-3-8. 576 even. $2 on the 5 to win returns 17-20. Up next, we've got game number 6. Start of the feature singles games here in this afternoon's performance. Game 6 is scratch-free and post time about 5 minutes away. Good luck. Now, as I gaze down at the chat here, I see the Highline Network and the subscriber number, 148,000. Does anybody in the chat, this isn't a trivia question, I genuinely don't know. Does anybody know what it was at or around what it was at the last season? Because that seems like a pretty significant jump. We've obviously spent some time away, had a long layoff in the summer, but it's great to see the numbers continue to rise and reaching 6 figures and continue to climb. Good to see. There we see that odds board now 4 minutes from the start of game 6. Let's take a look at the late singles standings, too. Still have a tie at the top. And this is the closest late singles we've ever had here at Magic City. So it goes Sherry and Inaki, both with 10 wins. They're tied for first place. You have Alex, who's in third, solo third place with 8 wins. And then you have Iturbide with 7 and Arutia with 7. And then Douglas, always a factor in these singles games too. He has 5 wins. As does Manu, as does Nicholas. Then Arats with 4. Pyro 3. And Goanaga just 2. Out of those 11 players, that is a complete rundown of the late singles from when we began 2025 back in the winter season to right now. We do have the late pick 3 beginning in this 6th game. Pick the winners of games 6, 7, and 8 to cash in. Late pick 3. Matthew Eves, thank you. One of our loyal watchers. So, I was going to say nearly doubled. I guess that's not quite double, but pretty significant jump up there. Went from 89,000 subscribers roundabouts to nearly 150,000. Great to see that the numbers, again, just continue to rise across all the platforms, not only YouTube, but Instagram. I've seen that climb. TikTok, of course. That's where we got our start. Yeah, you know what, Tampa, I was thinking that. You should get a plaque of some sort, and I don't know if we've seen it. I'll ask EPL later when she comes in and see if we can get you an answer on that, because I've seen plenty of other streamers or YouTubers. They get a nice plaque. It's got a, is it a gold? No, not golden. That's got to be $1 million. But it's a, you know, you get a button, you get a nice plaque. It says the Highlight Channel, 100,000 subscribers or something along those lines. So we will ask. That's a great question. Game 6 coming up here. Oh, actually, right now, no scratches in Game 6 or the remaining games in tonight's performance. Let's begin. We are ready to begin Game 6. Serving the red of Post 1, we have Iturbide receiving in the blue of Post 2, Arats. Iturbide serves. We begin Game 6. Iturbide. Backhand inside. Good catch by Arats at the 12. This one passing. Forehander Bote. Comes up the middle. Arats has him trapped. Shoots a 2-wall. It opens and scores. Point 2. Two first up on the board in our 6th game. That'll bring to the court white of Post 3, number 66, Alex. Underserve, point 3. Here's Inaki, green of Post 4. Back inside. Inaki runs under it. Sends it up in the corner. Point 4. Now post 5, the black shirt in to receive. We have number 38, Arrutia. That one dropped into the corner. Inaki pushed it up the middle. Here's Arrutia from the 8 line. Fake the Karen, put it back inside where it scores. Point 5. Now in receive, yellow shirt to post 6. We have Gaucheri. That's an overserve, point 6. Here's post 7, the pink shirt. We have Douglas. Now that is an overserve. Point 7. Now in to receive, rounding out the first round of play, purple at post 8. We have Nicholas. Nicholas opens up with a backhand, low runner into the corner. Douglas missed the rebote. Point 8. That will do it now for the first round of play. All matchups were 2 points through the end of the game. First to return, post 1, Iturbide. High bouncing serve, handled at the 12. Iturbide powers it inside. Nicholas on the move, saves the rebote. Just does clear the screen. Rebote inside with a big bounce. Nicholas climbs the wall and comes down with the ball. Here's Iturbide. Long drop shot. Got the first bounce and the second to score. Point 1. Back to receive, post 2, Arats. Oh, Arats climbs the wall, takes in the serve. Iturbide committed. He makes a catch deep in the backcourt. Oh, ran hard. Now Arats back to the inside with the costado. Scoop missed. Point 2. That's 3 points now for post 2, Arats. Returning Alex, White at post 3. Backhand clips the wall right to Arats's costado. He keeps it inside where it scores. 5 points for Arats. He has a possible game point. And to stop him, post 4, Inaki. Inaki takes the serve off the wall. Sends it high and deep. Rebote dropped inside by Arats, but Inaki picks it up, sends it inside from the costado. It'll score. Point 4. Game continues here. 4 now with 3 points. Post 5, Arrutia. Urrutia backed up to the 12. Plays it high to the inside. Now to Robote. Saved by Inaki. Catch by Urrutia. Costado to the inside. It clips. Inaki takes it. Lower and harder. Oh, what a good stop along the sidewall there by Urrutia. Backhand clears. Inaki at the 4 line. Turns it over the top. Beats him inside. And the Robote not played. Point 4. Now Inaki, 5 points. He has a possible game point. And to stop him, it's Kosheri. Sherry takes the serve, floats the backhand up, past Inaki. Now on the Robote, plays it inside. Sherry will clip off the sidewall, gives it right to Inaki. Costado, it's more of a splitter, but still gonna score for the win. Point in game, post 4, Inaki. One places. 2 places, 1 shows. 4-2-1. The unofficial order of finish for Game 6. We'll get the prices in just a moment. Winning Game 6, post 4, Inaki. Taking second, post 2, Arats. Coming in third, post 1, Iturbide. 4-2-1 is now official for game number 6. The Quinella 2-4, 34-40. The trifecta 4-2-1, 358.60. $2 on the 4 to win. We'll return 1960. Up next, we got game number 7. Final doubles game in this afternoon's performance. Game 7 will close out the high 5. We'll take a look at the will pays here in just a moment. And post time, about 7 minutes away. Good luck. There are those will pays. Looks like the high 5 will not be hit today. It was hit this week for $2,000, but that was on Tuesday. Come back next Tuesday for another chance. Robote forehand, backing up, because Sherry scooped it. Low runner. There's Alex. Alex, 2-wall. Wow, what a shot there.
There's a Rots on the backhand to the inside. Robote. Robote forehand, powerfully thrown. Costello 2-all. Lands in. Manu, one-handed grab. Here's the backhand. Beautiful catch by Manu. Kusheri's 2-all, in and scoring, .7. Opportunity to talk with him, and was actually in an interview with him about 3 years ago. Costado 2-all rebote. Here's a backhand by Arta. Rebote, forehand. Arta on the catch. Costado, 2-all, lands in and scores. Backhand by Rotz. Gonaga takes that on the bounce. Costado scores. Here's the backhand by Iñaki. What a catch by Julian overhead. Costado 2-all is perfect. There's the backhand by Douglas. Rebote. Forehand by Alex. Douglas advances, makes the catch. The 2-all is in and scores.
Side, backhand in the corner. Rebote again, this time to the outside, not outside enough. Iturbide fires it back in. A tough scoop made there by Nicholas. Iturbide, 2-all this time, that's perfect.
Here's a backhand by Gauchetti. Powerful forehand by Gauchetti. Arrutia for the rebote. It's a 2-all. It lands in and scores. And with 1 minute to go till we begin game number 7. No scratches in our 7th game. Andrew is doing some highly technical work. Right now. We found a lost ball. Wow, isn't that funny? Time to begin game 7. It is a spectacular 7. Doubles match. Played 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving, Richards post 1, La Lu and Rotz. Receiving, Lua post 2, Etchberry and Benning. There's a serve. We begin. Here's a backhand by Rotz. Arats on the backhand. Here's a backhand by Arats to the inside. Catch by Etcheberry. Powerful forehand follows. Arats on the catch, backhand from the 13 line. Arats again, backhand. Benny's there. Backhand by Arats. Wall to wall he goes from the left side. Robote to the inside. Arats from the 11 line. Costello 2-all. Perfectly executed by Etcheberry, 2 score, .2. Receiving, white shirts opposed 3, Benetrix and Douglas. Douglas on the backhand to the inside. Benny goes deep. Douglas is there. Backhand from the 12. Benny at the side wall from the 11. Difficult catch by Benny in the corner. Here's Benetrix. Powerful, powerful backhand. Robote kicks out to the 5 line. Etcheberry's there. He passes. Cortada stopped by Etcheberry. Benetrix. Scoop by Douglas. Here's the backhand from the 12. Robote coming out. Robote left side to the inside. Big bounce brought down by Benny. Douglas from the 9. Hard backhand follows. Benny's there. Backhand 2-all stopped by Benetrix. Benetrix powerfully from the forehand will score .3. Receiving, green shirts opposed 4. Goanaga and Nicholas. Goanaga picks the serve. Pilo stopped on the forehand of Benetrix. Benetrix going for the Cortada, caught the pad, .4. Here's the catch by Manu, backhand from the 10 line. Nicholas is there. Hyro, hard to the inside, and Nicholas once again from the left side. Ball tipped at the side wall, .4. Big backhand. What a catch by Nicholas. There's a backhand by Nicholas to the inside. Inyaki's there. Rebote by Iñaki. Goenaga picks it off on the bounce. Rebote forehand. Goenaga's there. To the inside. Unda moves in. Backhand. Thrown powerfully. Little clip off the side wall. Nicholas has it on the forehand. Iñaki calls for it. Big backhand by Unda. Rebote. Forehand by Goenaga. Unda, what a catch on the forehand in the corner. Nicholas from the 13. He passes. Rebote forehand by Iñaki. Unda, big right side. Cut off in the air by Goenaga. Rebote forehand to the inside. Nicholas on the catch. Here's the backhand from the 10 line. Unda. He makes the save. There's the catch by Goenaga. Scoop attempt just missed. Well played by all four players, point 4. For 3 points, here's post 7. Go Sherry and Ben. Backhand by Ben. Rebote. Ben from the 11 line to the inside. Rebote. Cut off on the left side of Goenaga. Gaucheri. Hard to the inside he goes, and Nicholas is there. Gaucheri takes that down low. Backhand 2-all attempt, caught the pad. Point 4. For 4 points here now to complete the first round of play. Purple at post 8, Iturbide and Gallo.
Yeah, Jason was a one-time fixture around me in Highline. Once upon a time. Graphic arts was he used to do all of our graphic arts, billboards, newspaper. Yeah.
Point 4.
And it was like, you need something 2 o'clock in the morning for the next day. You know, it was very convenient.
Possible game point green shirts of post 4. Goenaga and Nicholas trying to stop them. Lalu and Rotz. Backhand by Rotz. Rebote left side. Rotz is there. Backhand from the 10 line. Split placement lands out. Point 1. Play will continue. Along with 2 points, here's post 2. Etcheberry and Benny return. Benny will keep that on the left side. Backhand passes Rebote. Point 2. Two with 3 points, serving the 3 posts, Benetrix and Douglas. Little catch by Benny. Here's Douglas. Backhand powerfully thrown. Stays to the inside. Benny, backhand. Robote saved by Benetrix. He's up. Etcheberry winds up. Costi inside. Douglas will take it in the air. Douglas powerfully from the forehand. Robote forehand by Etcheberry. Stopped by Douglas. Powerful backhand by Douglas, caught by Benny. Robote forehand just missed up at the 4 line. Point goes to the 3. 3 on the board, 3 points. Here's post 5, Jairo and Manu. Douglas called for it, came in low and hard, .5. Yellow shirts, post 6, Iñaki and Unda. There's a backhand by Unda, powerfully thrown, caught by Jairo. Dropped by Jairo, .6. 6 team has 2 points. 7 receives, go Sherry and Ben. Philo scores, .7. Purple shirts, post 8, Iturbide and Gallo. I don't know why you're dancing, Ben. You didn't do anything. He did all the work. So tell me you did a good job and move on. There you go. Iturbide and Gallo receive. Robote forehand. That scores, .7. 7 with 4 points. Returning with possible game point, Goanaga and Nicholas. Hard to the inside, goes Sherry. What a catch. Cannot keep it in the basket. Point in game, post 4. Goes Sherry. Rather, Goanaga and Nicholas. 4 wins at 7 places, 2 serves to 3. This is for 3rd place. Douglas powerfully from the left side. That will score. 3 shows. Results from Game 7 are official. Coming in first, post 4, Goanaga Nicholas taking second, post 7. Goes Sherry and Ben coming in third, post 3. Benetrix and Douglas. 4-7-3. The official order finished 4. Game number 7. Have your prices up in just a moment. Just waiting for those prices to come up. As soon as we have the prices, we'll pass them on. Believing we're not hiding them from you. Andrew, folks in the chat were saying that they miss our banter.
I don't know if that's what I don't know. They didn't say that, did they?
There are the prices.
Matthew Eves misses the banter during Battle Kit. That's what, and I agree, Matthew Eves.
Well, here's some banter. The high 5, 6, 4, 5, 4, 4, 3 of 5 numbers returning $19. Carryover $114.27. Charlie wager on 4 to win $7.20. $2 Quinella, $4.7, $55. Trifecta, $4.73, $308.20. The banter's kind of a day-to-day thing. You know, like some days, like obviously Jedden brings it out of me. Like yesterday when I said, you know, how do you play with that thing? And I was referring to the chain. And Jedden's comedic timing was actually pretty good. It's like, hey, it's like, yeah, you're not the thing I'm referring to. And you're scratching tomorrow, so there's not much room for conversation here. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is our 8th game. It's a spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. No scratches in Game 8. Game 8 will close out the pick 3. Don't forget, we have Battle Court at 5 p.m. A fight to the death between the Warriors and the Fireballs.
There will be blood.
There will.
So join us.
That was the name of a movie too. There will be blood. It's.
I probably haven't seen it.
That's right. You see, we have this voice in our head that's changed recently. I know you're talking about voices in your head.
Well, it's like an update.
Have they changed?
It's updated. Yeah.
I don't know about update. It's just different. It's different. So yes, director Brian got my movie reference. Brian, what age range do you fall into?
He said he was around mine. Yeah.
God, so you guys are like almost the same age, and he knows it and you don't. What's up with that? I asked them to get me a co-announcer that can keep up with me. That's all I asked for. I didn't ask for much.
I was going to say, he said, now you got Brian that you could, you know. And he's picked up, I was going to say, and he just said he's a movie buff, but he's picked up on a couple of movie quotes, like 4 or 5, and it's only been a few weeks, so.
And I get like really, really in the weeds on some of these movie quotes. Like really in the weeds on some of these movie quotes. Switch, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Well, good fun here. We got 3 minutes till we begin Game 8. Should we show the? You know what? We don't need to show Magic. Buy Magic City Hustle, folks. You've seen it. MagicCityHustle.com. It's. If you'd like to hear the whole spiel, you can come back on Tuesday. We're running out of time here. We got Battle Court between the Warriors and the Fireballs tonight. We'll get you those matches beginning with Division 4 doubles. We'll see Gallo and Manny against Lalu and Ikeda. Then we'll go over to singles. Alex will take on Urrutia. Back to doubles with Correa and Julin against Joseph and Ikeda. Then Division 2 doubles with Douglas and Manny against Lalu and Arantz. Followed by Division 5 singles, Gallo against Cabrera. And then we will close out the day with Division 1 doubles, Alex and Douglas against Urrutia and Arantz. An action-packed day between Warriors and Fireballs. Join us at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Stay right here on YouTube. Check out the action.
You can watch Battle Court on YouTube?
Yes, and someone in the chat can correct me if I'm wrong. I thought at some point last year these performances went up on YouTube and there was some sort of chat element.
I don't know.
I could be totally off base.
But the Highlight app is still a thing, right? I mean, I have it on my phone.
You're stealing your data. No.
Stealing my data. They cut me a check every two. By the way, we get paid by the same people. It's like, it's not stealing data.
I don't know, Stu. I used to watch the matches through the Highlight app. I had it on my TV.
And you want to know what happened to Highlight, huh? That's what happens. There are people who live with it, who take it for life, and then when they see something like Magic City, they go, "What is this? This isn't real Highlight, and I'm pissed. My back hurts, and my insurance company denied this claim, and I think that everything in life is crap right now." And it's like, take it out all on us. It's like, okay, thanks. And then there are people like, I hung out with Highlight for a little bit, and then it just kind of faded. Really, it faded.
Yeah.
Oh, you have no idea, Andrew. Read those blogs. Seriously, read the blogs in reverse order. And man, the medication I had to take to get me through writing those blogs, it was just this trip down amnesia lane. Scott was on I don't know where he was. He was someplace pleasant though. He said, "Send me another blog. Send me another blog." So I'd write the blog with pen and quill and hand it to
You're
some
like
guy
Hamilton writing the...
hand it to some guy on a donkey who would then take it to New England for approval. And then magically it would appear on the website.
Modern day Hamilton.
Begin. Yeah, it's a little bit loose.
Really
It's a little loose in this broadcast.
It bodes well for Battle Court, folks, so check it out.
Bodes well for Battle Court. We're ready to begin our 8th game. It is a spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Up first and serving. The red shirt of post 1 is Manu. Receiving in the blue of post 2, Alex. Manu serves. We begin. With an ace? Wow. Wow. Look at Manu. Go. Point 1. White shirt at post 3. Nicholas receives. Nicholas on the catch. Here's the backhand. Backhand by Manu. Powerfully thrown to the inside. Two all. Lands in and scores. 1-1. One with 2 points. Here's post 4. Go Sherry. Here's the backhand by Go Sherry. That hits the overhead screen, which is out of play. Point 4. Robote forehand by Douglas. Gaucheri. Costado inside. That scores. 0.5. Yellow shirts post 6. Yellow shirt at post 6 receive. Here's Aratz. Here's a backhand by Douglas. Robote. Backhand 2-all. Oh, my. Sorry, Aratz. 0.5. 5 with 2 points. Here's post 7. Iturbide.
My God. JR, in this game,
It's back. Robote left side by Douglas. Philo out.
you're right.
0.5. There's the backhand by Douglas, powerfully thrown. Urrutia, Robote to the inside. Costado lands in and scores 0.8. Post 2 receives. Alex. Point 2. White shirt at post 3. Nicholas receives.
No.
Beautiful Costado 2-all scores for Alex, 0.2. 2 on the board with 4 points. Here's post 1, Manu. Two all scores again. Well played by Alex. Possible game point for the blue at post 2. Alex trying to stop him. Gaucheri. Robote forehand to the outside. Catch by Gaucheri. Here's the backhand.
He did.
Beautiful 2-all by Alex will score. Point and game, blue of post 2. Alex, no playoff here. 5 places, 1 shows. Unofficial order finish, 2-5-1. Prices will be up in a moment. Alex finished that one with authority. prices. Results and prices are official. Coming in first, post 2. Alex taking second, post 5. Douglas coming in third, post 1. Manu, 251. Official order finish for game 8. Quinella, 2-5, $39. Trifecta, 251. $458.80. $2 wagered on 2 to win, $10.60. Late pick 3 will show up here. 442, 3 of 3 numbers, returning 345.50. That, ladies and gentlemen, will do it for this Thursday afternoon performance of Live Highlight in the Magic City on the Highlight channel. We're glad that you invite you to join us on Tuesday and Thursday for Battle Court. That's not Battle Court. That's when we're back for Pelota next week. Battle Court begins at 5 p.m. this afternoon. Warriors versus Fireballs. See you then. Goodbye, everyone.